Hi everyone, it's Najwa here, and today I'm going to show you how I make chicken fajita with homemade tortilla. We're going to start on the tortilla. So here I've got some all-purpose flour and I've got some butter along with some baking powder, salt, and we're going to mix this together before we add the water. I'm using my bench scraper here, or my dough scraper. You can use your hands and mix the flour and the butter with your fingers. So once that's mixed in, you want to add your water. I'm using some hot water here. So slowly pour it in and mix. Once the dough has come together like this, it's gonna look a little bit sticky, but that's fine. You're gonna take it out of the bowl and onto your work surface. First, you wanna knead it until the gluten has formed. So this might take a few minutes, around 5 to 6 minutes. At first, it might be a little bit sticky, but as you keep kneading it, it will be easier to handle. Now the dough is well kneaded. You can tell that it's well kneaded. When you press into it, it kind of bounces back like that. Now you want to divide it into about 8 to 10 dough balls. Once the dough has been divided, I'm going to brush it with some room temperature butter, and then we're going to cover it and let it rest for about 30 minutes. Now the dough has rested, we're going to start rolling it out. I'm going to take the first one that you shaped, dip it in some flour, and then flour your work surface. And gently press it and roll it into rounds. So now we're going to make the chicken fajita. Here I've got around 6 deboned chicken thighs. So you can see here there are no bones inside, so it's easier to cook. Alright, so we're going to start on the seasoning mix. Here I've got some chili powder, some smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, oregano, and some salt and pepper. Once that's combined all together, you're going to mix it. And we're going to rub this on the chicken. I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. And then we're going to sprinkle the seasoning over the chicken. We're going to set the chicken aside while we prepare the vegetables. Now that's done, let's get started on the cooking. I'm going to put in a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to put skin side down. Once it's got a nice color on both sides, you can take it off the heat. Using the same oil that you cooked the chicken in, you're going to saute your veggies. So once the onion has softened and you can see that it has some char marks on it, I'm going to add in the capsicum. Once the capsicum and the onion has cooked down, we're going to put in the sliced chicken. I'm going to add a touch of black pepper. This is optional, so it's to your preference. Now the chicken's done, it's ready to serve. Have it, chicken fajitas with homemade tortilla. For the full recipe, the link to our blog is in the description below. Try it for yourself, and if you enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more recipes. Bye!